A well-polished group of players as they came down the tunnel earlier. So important to these players to perform well in front of their fans. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brett Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings out west. And you take a look at this home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Prodigy is out there with Wilson. Then it's Morris. And it's Moore in at the guard position. We've got Little. Duncan is out there with Beasley. And there's the Prodigy. And it's Brown in at the 2. So, Brent, at this point of the season, do teams still have time to figure things out?
I think there's always time, Kevin, to figure out where you are. Again, the expectations in the early part of the season about how competitive your team was going to be, that's critical in your decision-making as to what you want to do with the roster. But if you think that you can get into a deep playoff run, you've got to be honest about how these parts are fitting in and whether or not you need a change.
Here is Forbes. Pass to Wilson. Back to Forbes. And Moore kicks to Forbes. 5 to shoot. Here's Dadier. Over Duncan. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. Down low. Here's Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Outside Wilson. Back to Moore. Outside Wilson. Now here is Morris. Defense is right there. Now Moore. 11 points last game. Back to Morris. Pass to Wilson. Pulls it up. Well, good from Moore. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's the Prodigy. We saw him with 10 points last game. Brown, the pass to Duncan. Over Moore. And Duncan gets it to go in.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Back to Moore. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Here's the Prodigy. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Pass to Little. Here's Brown. Beasley the screen to the paint. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
In the corner, it's Morris. There's the screen. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
It's his first trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good for Morris. Martin's checked in for Beasley. Both good from the line that time.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Martin with a screen on Morris. From the line, Brown's shot is off.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Martin with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Martin. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Pass to Morris. And here's Moore outside.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Shooting for the away team. Begin. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. That one drops. He ties it up. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's the prodigy. Passed a little to the inside. The prodigy's shot is good.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Here is Forbes. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Here's the prodigy. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. And he hits the button. The prodigy's got his second basket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Morris kicks to Wilson. Misses in close. Gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Here's the prodigy. Morris with the rebound. Gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Tipped away. It's stolen by Duncan. One-on-one fast break. A floater. Martin the pass to the prodigy. Back to Little. Inside. The second chance effort. His second miss. Now 2 of 4 on the game. On the wing, Morris. To the middle. Here's Wilson. Knocked loose. Martin with the block. Here's Brown. Still without a basket. The prodigy passes to Little. Here's Brown. Pass to the prodigy. Duncan in the corner. Now Martin. 6 on the shot clock. Little, the bounce pass. Here's Duncan. Morris with the rebound.
Well, shots like that drive coaches batty. I'll be shocked if he attempts that shot again.
Moore outside. 1:51 left in the first. They get the rebound.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And Duncan throws it down hard.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Both teams making some changes here. So a moment now to see the story for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Duncan's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Pass to Macy. George, that's a 2-pointer. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Here's Brown. His last outing, he had 8 points. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. On the wing, Morris. Graham defending. Forbes the pass to Morris. And Fresh picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
3rd team foul. Substitution on the court.
.104 left in the first quarter. And Forbes kicks to Richardson. Wallace outside. For 3, Forbes. And he's good on the 3 balls. Forbes has got 5 now.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Mason with a screen on Wallace. Drives to the hoop. A nice shot by Brown.
Man, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Getting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Richardson outside. Pass to Macy. The 3. No good on that one. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. They lead by 3. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
They've got Mason, the dude out there with Fresh, and there's Bryant, and it's Martin in at the 5, roaming the paint. Back to Graham. Pass to Martin. Mason kicks to Graham. Shot clock at 5. Bryant from way outside. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Wade out there with Kersey. Then it's Macy, and it's Forbes in at the small forward spot. Pass to Macy. Wade surveying the D. Here's Macy, defended by Bryant. And Macy kicks to Forbes. And he hits it to tie the game up. Forbes has got 8 points.
And not where he earns his money, that 3-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Back to Bryant. Pass to Mason. Over to the wing. The shot. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Being a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Kersey passes to Forbes. Kersey with the ball. And Macy kicks to Wade. Pass to Macy. 6 to shoot. Over Mason. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. Macy's got his first basket.
And you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
The All-Star game almost near. Let's see how the East is shaking out. Taking a look here at the visitors. This hasn't been the kind of year they envisioned. Time running out. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Out to the wing. Here's Reynolds. Richardson covered. Martin with the screen for Cousins. And there's the drive. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
How about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball? Here's Wallace. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Wallace has got his first points of the night. Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Pass to Cousins. Martin with a screen on Wallace. Cousins off the mark there with the three-point shot.
I'm all right with him taking that shot close to the hoop, but really not from long range.
Knocks it loose. On Saturday and then on Friday. Teams changing it up here. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Martin kicks to Cousins. Inside. Got a piece of it. Now, here's George. Pass to Richardson. And here is Macy. Wilson with it, covered by Martin. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
At the line for the away team, Wilson. 2 shots.
shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. White, he's checked in for George. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Here's Graham. To the left side wing. Cousins, no one around him. The basket is good off the assist from Graham.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Pass to Dodgier. Richardson against Graham. Poked loose. Here's Cousins. The putback. Duncan on the follow.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And here's Richardson. Pass to Dodgier to the inside. Wilson inside, covered by Martin, and he recovers it. A shot by Wilson, no good. Gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Little passes to Graham. Outside, Martin. Out to the right wing. Graham kicks to Martin. A little to the right side. Just 5 on the clock. Martin finds Little to the left wing. Here's Cousins. Cousins with another miss. Gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Macy passes to Richardson. Here's the break. Here's Little. Wilson with the block. And that's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do. Substitutions here. And now here's a quick peek at the best rookie free throw shooters over the course of the past month. And you look at Little, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line and it's nearly automatic.
He has been locked in at the line, taking complete advantage whenever he's got an opportunity to put points on the board.
Here's Brown, covered by Morris. Pass to the prodigy. Here's Brown. Misses the three. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. The prodigy passes to Brown. Beasley with it. To the paint. Trying to find Little and gets it to him. Oh, that's blocked. Morris looking over the floor. To the wing on the left. Pass to Forbes. Three-pointer. And Brown pulls it down. 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. No good on the shot. Gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And Moore kicks to Morris. Here's Dadier. Here is Forbes. He's got 8. Pass to Wilson. 44 seconds left to play in the first half. No good. That would have tied it.
Yeah, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Here's Brown. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Little inside. Wilson grabs the board. Wilson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Moore. Now Morris. Now here's Wilson with 4 seconds on the clock. The second effort. No good at the rim. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They're up by 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
This is some retro hoops, pounding the ball inside with intent. Man, I know you love this big fella.
No need to take a million jumpers. Work with the rock down low. Good things will happen, don't you know?
Ooh, you're rhyming and didn't even know it. A poet.
Next up, let's take a look at our latest power rankings.
Well, I think for the home team, what you see is what you get. And we aren't seeing much from them.
Yeah, they've got some nice pieces on their roster, but the lack of firepower to make any real noise, at least this year, it seems.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Prodigy is out there with the dude. Then there's Duncan. Then there's Big Red. And it's Little in at the 3 spot. Here's the Prodigy, and he drops in the layup off the glass. The Prodigy's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
They've got the Prodigy. Wilson out there with Morris. And it's Moore in at the 1 spot. Outside Wilson. Lays it up off the glass. Wilson's got 5.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
Halftime talks can go all over the board, but right there coming out, that's the way you want to start the half. Be aggressive.
Beasley is out there with Little. And there's the Prodigy, and it's the dude, and it's Duncan in at the center, filling out the middle.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Wilson out there with the prodigy. Then it's Morris. And it's Moore in at the point. Here is Forbes. Defended by Little. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Shooting for the away team. Forbes at the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And he can't hit the second. Little out there with Beasley. Then there's Duncan. Then there's the prodigy. And it's Brown in at the 2. Pass to the prodigy. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Brown. Offensive rebound.
Away team foul. Moore. First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for your home team, Beasley. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. Being about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. They've got Morris. Wilson out there with the prodigy. And it's Moore in at point guard.
Here, let's look at the stats for the prodigy. And he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And you mentioned how powerful he is on the boards, going full throttle at both ends every play. Really helping his team compete for wins. Now Moore, pass to Morris. Here is Forbes, defended by Little. Here is Forbes, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line. Here's the prodigy. He's got 6.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Wilson against Beasley. Here's the prodigy. He has 6. Pass to Brown. Back to Little. Shot clock at 6. Here's the prodigy. Down low. Count it. Good. 8 points for Duncan.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
And just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Morris outside. From deep. Beasley with the rebound. Gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Pass to Brown. The wide open shot by Little. Hits the three-point bomb. Little's got 6 in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Morris passes to Moore. Pass to Forbes. Here's Morris. Moore with it. Here is Forbes. He's got 10. Back to Moore. Fires from deep. Beasley with the rebound. Beasley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's the prodigy. He's got 6. Screen by Duncan. Here's Brown. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Pass to Forbes. Back to Morris. And there's the foul. It's on cue. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Both teams will make substitutions. Forbes the pass to the prodigy. Macy with it. Pass to Dodgier. Clock at 6. Here is Forbes. Morris, no good. Here's Brown. Now Little. Beasley outside. Pass to Little. Puts up a 3. Good on the triple. Little's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Whitehead deciding where to go with it. And here we go. Here's Reynolds. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
At the line for your home team, Reynolds. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Ryan is checked in for a Little. And so he makes both from the line. Guys, if they're going to make a run, no time like the present.
Yeah, and it's certainly, we had to expect a better game than this. Been very ugly thus far.
And here is Macy. Morris finds Wallace. Back to Morris. They need this. Nailed from three-point land. Morris has got 5.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Here's Sims, covered by Morris. A minute 42 left in the third quarter of the game. Beasley, the pass to Bryant. And here's Beasley. 6 on the shot clock. And Bryant kicks to Beasley. Here's Sims. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Morris outside. Pass to Whitehead. Macy with it. Wallace with a screen on Bryant. 1:04 left in the third quarter. Right wing. Morris outside. Wallace, the pass to Whitehead. Over Beasley. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Assist from Wallace.
Gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Martin the screen. Beasley, the pass to Martin. Nice defense from Wallace. Gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Pass to Kersey. There's the pick. Here's Whitehead. There's the 3. He's off on that one. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. They lead by 12. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. We've got Reynolds. Martin is out there with Mason. Then it's Kerr. The 3 from George. And Reynolds pulls it down.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
To the paint. Boyza crops in the layup for 2.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
Macy, a screen on Kerr. Wallace, the pass to Macy. Wallace kicks to Richardson. And here is Macy. George looking over the floor. Pass to Wallace. 6 to shoot. It's Richardson on the wing. Wallace outside. Tries a 3. Traps in the tray. At 50% in a decent groove. Now here's Kerr. Pass to Mason. And stolen by Richardson. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity.
Third team foul. Third personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for the away team. George. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
They're not doing themselves any favors with their free throw shooting this half.
And the second free throw, good. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Pass to Sims. Cousins with a screen on Wallace. Going inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Team foul. At the line for 2, Sims.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Kersey's checked in for Richardson. And he's good on the second.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Here's Kersey. Martin with the block. It goes out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Martin. Both teams deciding to change it up. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Macy passes to George. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Wilson, he's checked in for George. Kersey against Graham. Pass to Cousins. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Now Kersey. Now here's Wilson. Over to the left wing. Kersey passes to Macy. And here's Wilson, covered by Martin. Just 5 to shoot. The shot by Wilson, no good.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Duncan with the screen for Graham. Goes back up. Duncan misses. Gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's Kersey, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
There's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
It's Martin on the wing. Back to Graham. Wilson grabs the board. Wilson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Wade against Kerr. Wade passes to Kersey. And he trims the lead to single digits.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
The away team, Kersey, at the line for 1. Away team.
from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys. Well, during the break, I was able to catch the message the visiting team coach gave to his team. They were asking the team to play faster, push the ball. Coach told their players, hey, look, in this league, fast break points are the easiest. We need more of them. Can't argue with that. Kevin?
Thank you, David. That free throw good from Kersey. Gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Beasley up top. Pass to Brown. Here's Little from outside the arc. Drills it from outside.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Now Wilson, covered by Beasley. The shot by Wilson, no good. Gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's the prodigy. Pass to Little. 11 feet away. And Dadier pulls it down. About 43% here in the fourth quarter. Morris passes to Kersey. Here's Dadier. Here is Forbes. Pass to Kersey. Here is Forbes, defended by Little. Wilson with it, puts up a 3. Duncan grabs the rebound. Duncan's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's the prodigy. Pass to Brown. And here's Little. Launches a 3. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Morris checked in for Kersey.
Checking in for the away team, number 14.
Just 34% from the floor. Moore passes to Wilson. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Good on both. Here's Brown. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the fourth. Beasley the screen. Here's the prodigy, and there it is for him.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Moore outside. Wilson against Beasley. Looking to get back on track here, and it's blocked. Here's the prodigy. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Little. Here's Brown. Offline with his 3. Gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Forbes the pass to Wilson. Now here is Morris. Wilson kicks to Morris. Pass to Wilson. 5 on the clock. Over Beasley. Shot's good by Wilson. Here's the prodigy. So the home crowd treated to a win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for David Aldrich, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us.